one day, people will not call me late for arriving on time. One day it will happen, I believe. Sup, dudes? How are we? How are we this week? Hey, AJ. Getting your wisdom teeth removed tomorrow? Oh, ow. I have 6 wisdom teeth and I still have them all. Although I was at the dentist before and they were saying they might want to remove them because apparently they're like problematic because they're so far back. 6, yeah, I'm very wise. I think it's on my VTuber wiki page as well. I think somebody put it there. Yeah. Hey Falter, how you going? And you streamed this week. She did. She did in fact stream this week. I am aware. Her new keyboard is annoying as fuck. Every time I talk to her, it's just fucking. Where am I? What am I doing? I have the bot up. I should probably put chat on screen. Hang on. I should probably put myself on stream at some point, but we'll get there. It's the keyboard fault. Okay. I don't actually know if she's like showed this on. She's got clicky ass new keyboards. Oh no. Okay. I don't know if she said this. She uses like a, I think it's like an Opera GX thing you can get, or some web browser thing where you can have like a profile. What's it called? It's like a theme that you can have on like your browser where it will like make it like look different and sound different, right? And the thing she has is, yeah, it's like a skin, but it comes with audio. And so with the audio, every time she types in like anything, it will make like little writing noises, and every time it will make like little scratchy noises like she's right. I would genuinely end it all. Anytime that she has screen shared anything to me, I have had to like I've almost hit her. It's absurd. I don't know how the fuck I don't know how she deals with it. Jimmy Carter died? R.I.P. VTuber Jimmy Carter. Isn't that an American? Who's Jimmy Carter? He's an American president? He was 100 years old. Dang. Bro made it to 100 and then was like, nah, I'm tapping out. Huh. I love clicky keys. I like keys that have some thought to them, but I do not enjoy the ones that are like high-pitched tippy. It's... ugh. Well, F's in chat to, I can't believe the whatever 39th president of the United States graduated. This is so sad. I'm kind of tempted to tweet out, can't believe Jimmy Carter graduated. This is so sad. Maybe he'll join vshojo. I'm tweeting it. Wait, I should do it on my phone because for some reason Twitter on browser hates me. It doesn't let me tweet. There's like a 50-50 chance of any of my tweets going out. So my mod is going to break temporarily. So you're just going to be, the rabbit's going to be staring at you for a bit. Do you think I'll get people mad at me for like making fun of somebody's death? Maybe. But also, I'm not American, so I have no emotional attachment to anything. This is just funny, haha. That's true. You know, people's standards for jokes is so strange. Let's take that. Like, sometimes people will be, like, mad. Like, do you remember during the fucking, like, Mummy thing? The Dan... What was it? It wasn't Dan, that's an anime. The... Dan? Chikakuna, that one. People got mad at her for, like... For like, having the Challenger disaster in it. When, like, fuck... Who... But then people make fucking 9/11 jokes all the time. So, like, what is... people's standards for jokes is is weird. Some people, I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, why is it every time you open my stream on Punkalope? She died, so somebody's got to use the models, right? I kind of want to get VBridger working for this model because I think it'd make it look nicer. But every time I've tried to use VBridger, it has messed up my mouth tracking and made it look fucking abysmal. I need to sit down with somebody that uses VBridger and let them tell me how to like get my models set up properly with it, because currently it doesn't work. Ina's arrived, prepare to be quiet. Hey, as long as you're still contributing a view, I don't fucking care. As long as I'm not muted in the tab, you could have me on mute. Let's see. Okay. Hi. I feel like I've been distracted for the first 7 minutes of the stream, but we're here. I'm already so fucking warm. Why? Why does the environment hate me? This is so sad. I have been I've had a hectic fucking week, not gonna lie. With my holiday weeks are always a bit mental. My dad's birthday is on Boxing Day, so the day after Christmas. So oftentimes what happens is we'll have like family shit together on, we'll like, get together Christmas Eve, we'll get 25th, we'll have Christmas together, then we'll go out together on a 26th, probably get drunk. 27th is like recovery time, and then we've got like Hogmanay, which is like, is it different than what you guys have in like America? Because Hogmanay for us is like is New Year's Eve, right? But we celebrate it, I don't know, but we just call it Hogmanay. We have celebrations and shit for it. But I think it might just be New Year's Eve. I don't know. I think we just call it different things. Okay, that's what happened with V4 Mirai. I don't think... Has anything happened with V4 this week? Has V4 had any drama this week? Boxing Day is the 26th. It's just the day after. I think it's just to have sales. I know Ceres from V4 had her 2.0. I can't think of any other like V4 drama though. We've had we've had some, there's been some like whisperings of Pixel Link stuff. There's been the VOLS stuff that happened on Twitter, which we'll get into, which is more just funny than anything really. Any other agency drama? Idol put out their statement, which we'll get into as well, but so that's Brave. But I don't think that, I can't remember anything V4 related specifically, so. Are there that many agencies left? They should just combine into one and then I'll die. I saw Chio's video about the Pixel Link situation, which has made me feel a little bit better, that because I was a little bit worried, but I also don't like to just like wildly speculate. But call me the secret Enya stalker. Not in the current climate, alright? Do I look like a Minecraft YouTuber to you? Hey Fury, how you going? It was just Sarah in America. I thought it was actually an actual funeral. No, Sarah got her 2.0 model debut. According to an ad from V4 which I received, Serena is dead. Oh god. I mean, hey, good for clicks, right? But no, from what I know, she just, I guess her 1.0 form died, so. Hey, it's me, Tiny Moon Man. Should we get into it? You guys want to look at dumb Twitter shit that was really funny? I have a really like secret sick spot in my heart for people just clowning on like either agencies or people on Twitter. Like when an entire Twitter thread decides that somebody is just fucking like did not cook. I live on that shit. I thrive for that shit. It's very funny. So if you don't know, VOLS is an agency that just recently debuted their what was it, their second gen? I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I think they debuted their second generation or something. Oh, thank you for the timestamp reminder. Was it their second, or was it was VOLS the one that had their second generation, but it was technically their third? Like it was their third gen, but they called it their second gen, if I remember correctly. Let me timestamp really quick. Yo, Ceres, thank you for the member. Penumbral, fuck you. Thank you, False. VOLS Twitter, haha. Yeah, I think VOLS is a Gen 1.5, so technically Gen 2 is not Gen 2, it's Gen 3, but it's called Gen 2, it's weird. If I can read and remember. Welcome back. So let me pull it up real quick. Where is it on my notes? I have it in my notes as VOLS gets clowned on, which I think is very apt. Let me switch over to the big screen so we can see this in full HD. Here and here and here. Okay. Whew. So should I show the tweet that started it all, or should I go back the way? I didn't get clowned on, the entire fucking circus dropped on them this shit. So, okay, I think we'll walk backwards. I want you guys to like see the reaction, see the response. No, I think this will be funnier. I'm going to show you guys the reaction and what they said, and then I'm going to show you the joke. And I want you guys to like predict what the joke was before I show you what the joke is, right? I think that would be the funniest way to do this, right? So I'm going to show you the reaction and the apologies, and then you're going to have to guess what the joke was. So, Adora, who's the member in question, tweeted, "Hi everyone, I'd like to formally apologize for one of my tweets that I posted earlier. At the time of posting, my intentions were simply to join in on a popular meme trend that was popular a few months ago, but I had unknowingly hurt some people by posting it, and for that I am very sorry. Intentions do not reflect the outcome, and I'm so sorry for hurting anyone who came across the tweet. I'll be conscientious to do better from now on. Following this, I'll be cancelling my stream tomorrow as well to give myself some time and space to reflect on my actions. Thank you for reading, and I apologize once again." Then VOLS quote tweeted this saying, "Thank you for your ongoing support of VOLS and our talents," which every agency says and is just not true. Especially in this case, there's actually a response. We'll get to that in a second. Yo, Jasper Fox, thank you for the follow. "We deeply apologize for the inappropriate contents. As their agency, we take responsibility for the lack of oversight and will work with our talents to prevent this from happening again. Thank you, the VOLS team." Now, having seen all that, what do you think the joke was about? Do you think it was about a horrible tragedy? Do you think it was about murder? Do you think it was about some very touchy sexual topic? No. It was the fertility meme that everybody was fucking posted. Everybody was posting this shit like a month ago. Every fucking like girl failure VTuber was posting the fertility closet thing, right? Yeah, it was a Jimmy Carter joke that she got fucking cancelled for. This is the joke. Ollie from Hololive has said worse than this. Everybody has said worse than this. I literally just said worse than this 5 minutes ago. Like, it's such a here's the thing, right, as well. I don't know how much traction the first tweet got. Like, I don't know how many people saw it. I genuinely don't know who would be offended by this. I don't know, and I'm genuinely curious as to like, did she retract it because she thought people, like, she got a like reply that was offended, or did management step in and be like, hey, people might be offended by this, right? I'm genuinely curious, because here's the thing. I do see a world where maybe she posts a tweet and gets one reply that's like, this is offensive, and lets it get to her. I get one guide. Every streamer, every content creator will eventually get one guide at one point in their life. It's just a thing that happens sometimes, right? You'll be talking to chat, you'll be having an opinion, and one asshole in chat will have the opposite opinion, and you'll feel the need to go on a 10-minute rant about it, even though the majority of chat agrees with you, okay? It happens when you have an audience, right? Oh, and I'm Ulix, thank you. So, like, I do see, like, maybe she pulled it, and maybe she thought it was offensive and pulled it, but even then, like, VOLS coming out and like agreeing that was inappropriate is weird to me. For one, if the management doesn't think it's inappropriate, if the management doesn't care and it's just on Adora's part, I don't think management needs to quote tweet it and like bring awareness to it and like point out like, hey, is this? I don't think it's still up. I think she deleted it, didn't she? All right, let me look. I couldn't find it when I looked, but I kind of assumed she deleted it. Nah, you know what the conspiracy theory is? This is all a publicity stunt. They did this on purpose. I'm looking to see if it's still up. Because you've seen what it is, but I'm curious if you can still see replies and whatnot. I don't know. It... Because if it is just her getting like one guide and like, because I've done that before. I've deleted tweets after posting them because I thought like, oh, it's too risky. And then it actually wasn't and like nobody really cared. But I thought it was because I got one angry reply to it or something. The joke tweet was deleted. Okay, I figured, because I figured she probably wouldn't have kept it off if she was apologizing for it. The thing is, right, is that if it is her choice to take it down and think it was offensive, I don't think management then makes this tweet, right? Because I don't think management would then... And I also don't think she'd take a break from streaming. Like, the following this, I'll be cancelling stream tomorrow as well to give myself some time and space to reflect on my actions. That is a very corporate response. Normal people don't do it. Like, that's not a normal response to one... Even if it was an offensive joke, right? Like, even if it was, like, a legitimately offensive joke, which it wasn't, but if it was, even then, I don't think somebody would be like, oh, I'm going to take a day from streaming to reflect on... I don't know. But it's not a good look. It's not a good look for the agency, because the way it comes across, right? She didn't end up cancelling stream. Good. She shouldn't have to. It's... like, being charitable, there is a world where she took it down and the agency quote tweeted it as a way to show that, like, they stand in solidarity, but that's not how it comes across, right? The way it comes across is that she made a funny meme and then management stepped in and was like, take that meme down, and then management is like, we're going to educate our talents to not be funny, which, oh, we haven't even gotten to the best part, which was the clowning. Bao probably had the best response in terms of like actual response, which was neutering your talent's personality and humor is how you end up on the 20+ lists of corpos that have combusted this year alone. True. I personally think Koi has the best response. Just fuck you. I fucking love Koi, man. I did see Aether's reply. I read through all the replies. Or I read through a lot of them. Never heard of you, Tony. My first impression of you is you look stupid. Nyanners also is like, I feel this restrictive attitude and punishment for silly jokes can breed an environment where everyone's walking in eggshells, which is true. Fucking geologs, plap, plap, plap. This fucking guy. Ongoing support, where bro, no one's on your side here, which I love, because every agency starts every fucking announcement with, thank you guys for your continued support. Even Niji in like their darkest of times was like, thank you guys for your ongoing support. And it was like, where bro? None of us have your back here. What support are you yapping about? Ethel, we've got to come down on the fertility jokes, guys, with the fucking suits meeting. And again, like, part of me is like, hey, maybe you can be charitable and say this was the talent decision and the agency is just kind of following suit. But the way it reads and the way her initial apology reads and the way that the VOLS tweet reads is like, as their agency, we take responsibility for their lack of oversight and will work with our talents to prevent this from happening again. Reads as, hey, she posted it and then we found it and we told her to take it down and blah, 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 right? We take responsibility for the lack of oversight. Like, what, you're meant to be standing over your talent's shoulders every time they tweet and like telling them, oh yeah, you can tweet that, you can't tweet that. It's the first time seeing this person in this agency and not knowing context, thought it was something real bad, and it turns out to be just a meme being blown way out of proportion. Doesn't make for a good look. It doesn't, right? Yeah, this is, I mean, hey, I think Adora got like a fair amount of fucking publicity from it, so like she's kind of winning on that front. Like, she got, I mean, her apology got fucking replies from like Pippa and Umi, Itzy, Blaze, fucking everybody's here. The whole squad turned up to say that she didn't do anything wrong, and Japanese people turned up. Like, hell of a turnout for an apology tweet. So yeah, no, obviously this was a very convoluted publicity stunt that worked really well. No, I'm not actually accusing them of that before I get taken out of context and my CEO tells me to take down my tweet because it was offensive. No, I don't think that's what happened. But like, I mean, hey, it worked publicity wise. Like, the numbers did shoot up, in fact. Like just looking at our tweets, like the number of interactions on our tweets. Can take down your tweet is offensive. Fuck you, Resnick. Don't tell me what to do. I don't know. It's just in the current climate of VTubing, the worst thing a corpo can appear to be is corpo. And I know that sounds fucking stupid, but I think it is true. Like, I think the worst look for a VTuber agency right now is to look like corpo pilled. People, I think, have kind of started to lose fucking patience with the corpo bullshit. Like, it used to be that a lot of people defended the corpo stuff because it was like, oh, the talents can't do things without a corporation backing them. Oh, you know, the corpo keeps them safe. In recent year, especially the last year, I feel like the patience and the amount of, not just the patience, but the amount of like benefit of the doubt people are willing to give to VTuber agencies has fucking shot through the floor, right? We've had so many more success stories come from indies showing that indies can do all the things agencies do. And we've had so many fucking horror stories come out about agencies in the past like year, about them being like mismanaged, overbearing, you know. The worst thing that you can appear to be right now as a VTuber agency is to appear more corpo, to appear more overbearing, right? And this fucking tweet is like the epitome of that. It's the worst look that you could have because it makes you look like a fucking black company, right? Do I think it's that worse behind the scenes? Probably not, right? Like, I don't know. There's two cases of either she thought it was offensive afterwards because she got like a reply and took it down and VOLS is backing her up, or one person at VOLS saw it and was like, hey, that's maybe a bit risky, maybe don't post that. Both of those are silly. Both of those shouldn't happen. If it's a manager, though, that doesn't read what... Like, you want your managers to be... I don't know. It reads like a management... 80 milli. It reads like a manager that is very not funny and is determined to suck the life out of the fucking agency and very out of touch, being like, no, that's not cool. We have to be very on brand and, you know... And that's just not the look you want right now. Not in the year of our Lord 2024. Yeah, they're very homeowners association, very Karen. And so I don't think this is enough to really say that VOLS is like bad. I haven't fucking seen anything from them that would indicate, like, they're a smaller agency. They haven't really had any huge dramas or anything beforehand. This kind of blew way out of their normal sphere, right? But it's a bad first look. And the fact that they haven't tweeted since then, it was 2 days ago, and they haven't made like a follow-up tweet, despite getting absolutely fucking clowned on. Like, they're getting annihilated and they're just not saying anything. Like, here's the thing, right? I feel like you can salvage this, right? There's definitely a way to salvage this as a fucking agency. You just got to make a tweet or make a post or an announcement being like, hey, here's what happened, right? You know, after seeing the tweet, one of the managers saw it and thought that it might stir up some anger and advised the talent to take it down so that she didn't get hate and for her own preservation. And VOLS then made a tweet following up to try and back up the talent's perspective, or to, you know, we made a follow-up tweet of her apology to show our support and also try and indicate where we're at mentally wise. This is obviously not gelled well with the community, and we're going to be taking steps to try and, you know, I don't know, be funnier. It's hard. It's a hard fucking thing to walk out of because you do look like an out of touch corpo, but not saying anything despite getting clowned on by like a bunch of the biggest names in the community is not the play. Because like, you have to understand, right? You're a smaller agency. Actually, no, Jenna, you're actually fucking true. You're actually kind of cooking. The way to salvage this is to just have the actual Twitter account post the fertility meme. You should be a fucking PR rep for an agency. That is actually how you salvage it. That is the way you salvage this situation. The VOLS official account has to post their own fucking fertility meme. We found the manager that corrected it, and we have since given them correction. Feels like the New Year's hustle will wash away a lot. Well, the thing is, right, is the problem with Hey Omaru, how you going? Is that at this point, because if they were like, and I'm not trying to like fucking number shame or anything, but they are like a smaller agency, kind of still getting started up, and so they're only, you know, they have like 2 gens, they're still kind of getting their foot in the door. For a lot of people, this is going to be their first and biggest exposure to the org, right? And the issue with that is that if they don't make a statement quickly and they don't try and like twist it quickly, there's going to be a massive number of people who see this and then never fucking see anything again. And then from then on, anytime VOLS pops up, it's gonna pop into their head as, oh, that's the fucking agency that chastised their talent for a meme, right? Don't want to timestamp to when Adora talks about this. I don't really like watching people's streams on stream. Give me the cliff notes. What specifically did she say? Because I didn't know she talked about it. But I don't think this is actually as bad. I think it's funny watching people get clowned on Twitter. I think there is a good chance this is just like one manager or a few people maybe out of touch. I don't think it's fair to like be like, oh, they're a black company, blah, blah, blah. I think it's also like a good, this is like a good example of apologizing a lot of the time isn't the play. You only apologize if the thing you did got mass fucking hate. Like if it got blown up by a bigger creator and more people have seen it and been angry at it, at that point you kind of need to apologize. Like now, I feel like VOLS should weirdly apologize for the apology. Like I feel like even if the initial tweet was offensive, if you just like fucking stealth delete that shit, nobody's gonna fucking know. Like if you have a tweet with like 80 likes on it and people are like, this is offensive, you just fucking delete that shit. Nobody's gonna notice that you deleted it. Unless it makes like a news story and like False pulls it up and is like, oh, this talent deleted. Like chances are nobody's gonna fucking notice. You'll be fine. And that obviously that doesn't apply in this situation because it wasn't a bad tweet and it doesn't fucking matter. But if, for example, you made an insensitive, like, I don't know, fucking 9/11 joke or something and people didn't take it the right way and you were like, oh, I need, just fucking yoink it. Does this actually count as good advertising for the talent? I think the talent has gotten good numbers from it. Like she's gotten a lot of eyes on her. Like it is at least numbers wise. And people, it does reflect well on the talent because again, because the image is, oh, this is just an overbearing corpo silencing a you know, their smaller talent, whatever. So the talent, yo, Katie, thank you for the follow. The talent actually comes at this looking okay. Like it doesn't reflect badly on her, it reflects badly on the agency. So as far as that goes, it's okay. She said she wasn't self-suspended. She wanted to take a few days off due to health, her decision, and she asked people not to attack anyone. I think she's fair. I don't think, I mean, I imagine because she said she was going to take a stream off, a stealth suspension wouldn't be one stream. It'd be like days or a week or so. It's, I don't know. Is there a dirtbag corpo strat where you pretend to be a terrible company to attract attention to your talents? Shit like that doesn't work. Not really. Because you end up getting more haters than you get fans, and people will just constantly pressure your talents to leave, and it's not good for the talent's mental health. It's not. I would like to clarify. I was joking. I don't think it is a number stunt. That would be very stupid. It also wouldn't work as a number stunt because like if you're going to do a number stunt, you'd want the first tweet to be way more offensive. If you want to do, here's what you do. If you want to do an actual fucking number stunt and you don't care about hate and you don't care about like backlash on Twitter, the best number stunt to do is like make some fucking political meme. Make like a meme about how much you hate Trump or love Trump or fucking whatever. Leave it up for like a day, get a bunch of people being angry, and then delete it and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then have the agency quote tweet it being like, oh, they're so sorry, this does not reflect our values. And then just watch people tear each other's shreds in the comments. That's how you get fucking numbers. Now, are those good numbers? No. Those are bad numbers. You don't want those numbers. Those numbers would not stick with you. They would be bad. But if you only care about numbers, that's how you get them. But yeah, I don't know. You also, I don't know, you run the risk of like, anytime you play into that, you play into like the offensive things for the meme, you do run the risk of actually getting a fan base that is legitimately into that shit. I think I know who you're referring to, and they're still dealing with that shit to the day. It is a risk you play. The problem is that if you play into the haha funny meme of I tweet controversial things for funny haha, but I don't actually believe it, you will inevitably attract people that do legitimately believe it, and then you have to deal with that shit, and that's not fun shit to deal with. There's a certain person in this sphere that I think deals with that pretty constantly, and it's not a fun place to be. It's not a fun, like when your joke meme haha funny actually attracts the people that you were genuinely making fun of. Not great look. Not fun for anyone. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is actually a big deal Black Corporate wise. I don't think VOLS is like secretly an evil agency. I just think this was probably a blunder on their part. But watching the entire VTuber agency get together to tell them to go fuck themselves is kind of funny. Sam Rigo jokingly played a flat worlder and the Flat Earth Society actually reached out to him. There's, what is it? Is it Poe's Law? I think Poe's Law is like the internet law of it doesn't matter how much you lampshade it, it doesn't matter how much you overdo the sarcasm or pretend to be not serious. There will be a significant group of people that won't be able to tell that you're not serious and will you know, either hate you for it or love you for it regardless. And then you're kind of having to deal with that shit. So I'm excited to see if my tweet pisses people off. I love it when my tweets piss people off. I think that's funny. In general, you shouldn't judge your morals by responses on Twitter anyway, or Reddit. A little side tangent. Some places are really just out of fucking touch. Like, there's subreddits and shit that are just, I don't know, man. You ever like step into a subreddit or step into a discussion where the general consensus is just completely wrong, and it's so completely fucking distant from real life conversations, and you're like, how did not okay, similar rant to last week but different. I'm trying to remember what the thread was I was in that I thought this. Fuck, what thread was it? It was on Reddit and I can't remember what thread it was I was looking at. Fuck, this is gonna annoy me now. This is why I'm a terrible streamer, because I can't remember the stories that I have to tell on stream. That Winky Smiley utterly blatant display of humor is utterly impossible to parody a creationist in such a way that someone won't mistake from the genuine article. Sounds about right. That's why /s got invented. That's why it came about, because people couldn't tell when sarcasm was sarcasming, and so ultimately they ended up just having a blatant thing of like, hey, I am fucking joking, please don't kill me for this. Please God, I'm not serious. She's always good, you know. When on kombucha subreddit has what brands so similar servings, so it'd be easier to brew my own. Oh my God, okay, don't get me started on that. Do not get me started on that. That is a shit. That is shit that annoys the fuck out of me. You go to a Reddit for like, you go to Reddit. Here's why people go to Reddit for things, because they want a human response to something. They want somebody to actually tell them like, hey, here's how you solve this issue in like a genuine human way, and not like a weird article that's too in-depth and hard to read, right? But you go to any hobbyist subreddit and they are like the least human people imaginable. You go to them for like a basic question and you'll get hit with the most in-depth, unnecessary, convoluted bullshit. I need to know how to do this thing in Windows, use install Linux, that shit, right? I went there for audio, right? Because if you guys were here when I moved place, right? Initially, the audio in this place did not sound good. It sounds better now, thankfully. I think it sounds back to how it used to do. But if you were here for the first like stream, and there's actually a short I made before I proofed the room. It's very echoey. It's very bad audio. Like it sounds like I'm in a well. And so I went to Reddit to be like, hey, how do I like basically sound treat a room just so I don't get like fucking echoes everywhere? And I went to these subreddits and I was like, hey, can I just put foam up on the wall? Can I just put like blankets up? Like, what's the deal? Every single thread was like, oh no, you need to get, first of all, you need to go to your hardware store and buy rock foam, or something like that, and buy hot wood and then make your own DIY sound panels and put them up. You can buy it off Amazon here and get like the wood frames here, and then you want to get rock wool from here, and you build it up, and then in the corners you want to put bass traps so that they stop the sound of vibration. And I'm like, bro, I just want my stream audio to not sound like I'm in a well. Like, I don't need this shit. And so I found one comment that was like downvoted, and it was like, just put moving blankets up. And I was like, that sounds good. I got some moving blankets, put them up. They work. I sound better. I sound fine. Like my audio, I don't echo anymore. I don't sound like I'm in a well. Could it sound better if I put up all that shit? Probably. Would it also cost me about $500? Yes. Audio is the worst. If you ever go to any audio subreddit for like headphones or microphones or anything, they're the least helpful people on the fucking planet. Audiophiles are genuinely the least helpful people ever. Like, audiophiles are the worst people to go to for help in any kind of, because they're so perfectionist. You'll ask like, hey, should I get like these $70 headphones or these $75 headphones? Yo, Itzy, thank you for the follow. Or like, so you go to the Reddit and you will be like, hey, do I get these $70 headphones, these $75 headphones? And you get 15 comments be like, actually you should get these headphones for $720. They're a little bit pricey, but you know, if you want good audio, and it's like, bro, that is so out of their fucking price range. It's absurd. It's the least helpful people on the planet. Never go to them for help. They won't. Just the worst. They're like the souped up version of PC people. When you go to somebody that's like super into PC and ask them for help, and they give you like, oh, you need to buy this $1,000 motherboard. It's like, no, that's not what I asked. If you only take a reverb room, just putting something between the sound and walls, all you need. Curtains, furniture, poster, scrap. That's literally, because my current room is basically like a concrete box, right? It's a top roof flat. It's got a slanted roof. It's a very small bedroom. I use as my office because it's too small for my bed. And it was just so echoey because it's concrete walls. I put up moving blankets. I literally put up 2 moving blankets. It was 4 like, you know, command hooks that you can just like stick onto the wall, right? And like 2, I don't know, like 30 quid moving blankets for 2 of them, for 30, 40 quid. Hung them up, works fucking perfectly. I got foam as well. I haven't put the foam up because I don't need it, but like, that is all you need. There you go. If you're a content creator and you're like, man, my audio sounds bad and I can't stop reverb, literally get some like 40 quid moving blankets. Not only are they better than foam, because the foam you have to stick to the wall or put on cardboard that you stick to the wall, fucking cheap, and you can just hang them up, and then if you need to take them down, it's dead simple. You just fucking unhook them. Yo, Itzy, thank you for the fucking not the high dance. I can't believe you weren't already following me on Twitch and you had to follow me midstream. Oh yeah, thank you for giving the shit. Oh wait, fuck, I'm saying that. I don't think I'm following it. Okay, how about we make a trade deal that we both don't mention that we weren't following each other, and then we never bring it up again. Does that sound good? I offer you a trade deal. Requiem, thank you for the follow. And Skay, thank you for the follow. And thank you for turning me into Chibi Lopi. Thank you for giving the best first impression to my daughter's audience. Our family tree. Where is it? I need that image of that family tree. Where is it? Although actually, I think that image is out of date. We're gonna have to edit it. We have to edit that image to be more in time. I did like your custom raid call for me. Why are some of them saying hi mom? Am I not dad? Am I both? Our family tree is kind of a circle, yeah. Our family tree is not the best. It's very much wreath shaped. Lopi is not mum. Lopi's dead. Lopi can't give birth to anyone. Oh, so Lopi can't be touched by men anymore. That is illegal. I'm the uncle? Okay, hi, am. Family, let's sort this family tree out. Wait, yeah, actually, Itzy, who is mom? Because I'm dad. Who's mom? And then Breeze was in there somewhere. Rexon is not anyone's mummy. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think, like, who? I can't remember what that fucking family tree looked like. I don't know. I don't have it on call. Rexon is not my mom. Lopi's also dad. That means you're also mom, and Bree's my wife, but Lopi's also my wife. Am I the only one that doesn't get a wife in this situation? That's kind of fucked up. Who's my wife? How can I be a dad without a wife? I marry... Who would I want to be a wife? VTubers. Rexon's not my... You shut the fuck up. I'm my own wife. That's some real Back to the Future shit. Rexon's not my wife. Who would I marry in the VTuber scene? Is this actually a good question? Single dad and paying child support. If I had to marry anyone in the... Okay. Ephil, think of the follow. You're your own wife, then that means you're deaf, my dad, and mom. Wouldn't that mean that I produced you through, like, asexual reproduction? That would just make you a clone of me, Itzy. I don't think you want that. I don't think you... I've decided. I've decided who I shall marry. You ready? I'm gonna marry False. We're gonna be the power couple of the newstuber scene. Yo, Rick, thank you for the follow. Me and False are gonna make a power couple. The entire media, every media coverage for every VTuber story is going to be run by one couple. Oh my god. No, I'll marry False and then we'll divorce each other. And then we can both make fucking news stories about it. Think of the views. Think of the views. Think of the clickbait we could make. Wait, is False my dad too then? Oh no, are you the offspring of two newstubers? I'm so sorry. Hey, wait, what if I ever have to cancel you? Sorry guys. Wait, actually no, you've kind of got immunity now. Because then if I ever have to cancel you, people can just blame the parents. And I'll end up like shooting myself. It's just like mid-drama section, be like, Itzy, you know better than that. Did your parents not teach you? Oh shit, I'm the parent. Fuck. I gotta take myself to jail. Oh my god, is that the official hololive account? No way. Is that the official unverified? Can you... Wait, how... Can you change your name on YouTube to be like crossover? I thought YouTube had like exclusive name shit. Can you just name yourself whatever? That doesn't seem safe. Wait, you can just... Oh, it's the @ Okay, I just can't see the @ in my chat. Okay, that doesn't seem safe. I feel like you shouldn't be able to just make your display name and profile picture anything you want. Wait, yeah, wasn't that a thing? They changed that a while ago, didn't they? And people kind of had a tism about it because there was a bunch of like Jacksepticeye imposters popping up. It's kind of terrifying. False has had people doing it to him. It's a whole shit show. I'm so glad I'm not popular enough. Although, I don't know if anyone could copy me. Like, I feel like I have a very specific form of talking and sarcasm. I don't know if anyone could really impersonate me. Wait, shit, the Mr. Beast stuff, yeah. That's what it was. It was the Mr. Beast, like, giveaway shit. Where people would, like, post, like, videos and stuff pretending to be Mr. Beast and be like, giveaway in the comments. If you like and subscribe and give me your credit card information, you could win 10,000 US dollars. Yeah. Turns out Mr. Beast was actually scamming people, just not on those accounts. With recent revelations, those could have actually been Mr. Beast. You're not gonna die, is it? I know you're not. It's just... Anyway, we talked about the VOLS shit. We talked about Jimmy Carter dying. This is so sad. F's in the chat. Oh my god, guys, use code PEN. If you guys use code PEN for... Actually, I should make my gamer subs. I have gamer subs here. Actually, I have water and gamer subs. Yeah, honey is apparently a scam. Is everything just a fucking scam nowadays? I feel like everything is a scam. Like, nothing... Oh, I should really make... Okay, Tippy, don't start. Don't start, you'll make Resnick mad. Because I made my gamer subs command GUPS and Resnick fucking hates it. This is how you find out Jimmy Carter dies? I know, right? It's crazy. I made my command for gamer subs GUPS, and Resnick has shouted at me about it conservatively about 20 times because he thinks it should be !GG, and I just think it's funny to not change it. Nobody knows it's GUPS, but I know it's GUPS, which I think is funny. You found out he died from me? Well, I am the news tuber. I'm actually, guys, I'm rebranding. I'm moving to doing only presidential news. Actually, no, fuck. Never mind. I just remembered who the president is. I'm good, actually. I think I'll stick with VTubers. Pause. OnlyFans. Bro, at my fucking... At the Christmas party I was at with my family the other day, my sister has apparently had to clarify to multiple people that I don't do OnlyFans. Because I haven't told my family what my channel is, because I know what my family's like. If I tell them what my channel is, they'll look it up and watch my streams, and I don't want that. So because they don't know what my channel is and they can't show my channel to people, apparently people just think, like... Because apparently my family is just telling people I do YouTube. I don't know. Apparently they're proud of me or something, which is fucking weird. And so apparently my sister has had to claim to multiple people that I'm not in fact doing OnlyFans and that it's just streaming, normal streaming. Tibby's mum thought we did phone. No. I mean, part of me is kind of flattered as well that they think I could do OnlyFans. Like, I don't know. I take those compliments. They think I could make... if I could make money on OnlyFans, I'd be doing it. I got no shame. If I thought I could get away with OnlyFans content, I'd have an OnlyFans tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't think that would sell very well, and so it will not. This would be the best time to start an OnlyFans. I had a dream about that last night. I'm not fucking kidding. I had a dream, because of my sister bringing that up. I had a dream that I was doing OnlyFans. And I was dressed up as fucking Felix from ReZero. Because I've got that femboy aesthetic. So yeah, New Year's resolution for Penumbral is I'm going to start an OnlyFans. Stay tuned for that. Do you want to see tall, twink Scottish boys? Then do I have the OnlyFans for you. You won't be able to see much because I'm so fucking pale. I've told you guys at the time I DM'd a friend a picture of me shirtless because she thought I had a snatched waist and I didn't know what a snatched waist was, so I sent it to her to see if I had one. And she confirmed that I do in fact have one. That was a fun time. I think I might have gotten bamboozled just a little bit. Maybe. Perchance. But we don't have to talk about that. I don't know if it's just be for innocent stuff like access to Animal Crossing. I just post like weird like joke fetish pictures. Like my feet but upside down. Wait, how do you do feet? No, how would you... Maybe like, what about like a front angle of the feet? Like toes first. What's a snatched waist? I think it is like when your waist like goes in. Like it dips in a little bit. So it's like an hourglass, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I sent a picture to her and she just confirmed I had one and then laughed at me. And then I was like, okay, well. So there is a shirtless Penumbral picture out there if anybody wants to go hunting for it. It's just hourglass figure. I do kind of have an hourglass figure. That's just because I weigh 60 kilograms. I'd rather commit nether bed. That's really rude. I can't believe you're not supporting my endeavors. Why is my fan base so unsupportive to my future endeavors, right? All I want to do is diversify my content and make OnlyFans content. What were we talking about? We're meant to do news here. That's the point of the... That's the point of it. Oh no, yeah, we just finished talking about VOLS and then Jimmy Carter died. Very rude of him. Okay. What next? To be fair, there's not that much to talk about this week, so like, hey, side tangents, we live for them. Put little hats on my toes. Maybe... I've debated doing a face reveal just to get it out of the way. Because I've debated as well doing like hand cam, face cam streams. Well, not maybe not face cam, but like hand cam streams. And like, the worst thing about hand cam streams is like worrying like, oh, what if it tips and reveals my face? But if I just face reveal, I never have to worry about that because everybody knows what I look like. But then I asked all my friends, say, should I do a face reveal? And they all said no, which kind of hurt my feelings. It's kind of rude of them. Honestly, I DM'd like some VTuber friends, but hey, do you think this is a good idea? And they're like, no. And I was like, wow, I don't know. It's kind of mean, but I mean, I get it, but ow. Shall we talk about Idol? Save it to monetize later. I don't think I could monetize my face reveal. I don't think it's that big of a reward. I also don't want to do the dream thing where he like hyped it up so much that when he revealed himself, it became like this huge thing. Let's talk about Idol. Let's talk about Idol and I shall timestamp. 52 minutes is the timestamp. 52:00 Idol stuff. I'm so good at timestamping. Wow. So, I first of all, just to point out this first, I didn't know this was a thing. I don't think I've ever seen an X article before. I did not know this was an option people could do. But maybe it's like a corporate Twitter thing that you can do. Either way, Idol posted this, addressing harassment and doxing incidents in this cool new format. I was settle in chat. I'll give you a little audiobook to read. Don't worry, it's not actually that long because I can't read Spanish. Really doxing Cersea. I can't just put Cersea in the thumbnail because I really like her model and think it's fucking hot. So I like putting it in my thumbnails because I enjoy it and also because it fit for the green woman aesthetic. Nothing particular to Cersei, I think. I wanted her in the thumbnail because I like the model. Oh, yeah, the entire right side of the thing is Premium Plus. I also got an advertisement for Grok. The Grok to make images or something. I like pirates. I do. Pirates are pretty cool. I will not be subscribing to Premium Plus. Thank you for... Wait, is Premium Plus like more than Premium? Wait, are there multiple levels to Premium now? Wait, hang on. I need to look at this shit. Premium. Upgrade to Premium. Basic. There's Premium Plus. Wait. What the fuck? Look at this shit. Premium only gets you half ads. You don't even get no ads for going premium. You only get half. What does reply boost mean? Smallest, larger, largest. What is radar? Real-time trends. Wait, basic can edit. We can edit posts now in basic? Can we? Is that an option? I don't see that. I think that's just lying. Wait, basic is also paid? Oh, there's 3 tiers to this shit. Click the info button next to fully ad-free. Enjoy ad-free experience with occasional branded content in less common areas. Fuck me, man. Fuck me sideways. That's absurd. So, really, it's ads, ads, ads. Jesus fucking... And basic is also paid. Who is paying £100 a year for fucking Twitter? Who is paying £200 a year? This is honestly the... Okay, we'll get into the idle, like, the idle W in a minute of them, like, targeting harassment. But I feel like I need to get into the idle L that we just discovered, which is that the idle company pays £200 a year for Twitter. And honestly, I used to be an idle fan. You know, I thought they were doing things right. This has changed me. The discovery that Idle is paying £200 a month for Twitter, I don't think I can look at them the same. I will be officially cutting ties with Idle going forward and will cease supporting their endeavors. I'd like to apologize to my fans for letting them down. I wasn't aware that this is how Idle ran its business. I'd like to retract any kind words I've given them in the past, because this is truly the most disgusting of behaviors. I don't think there's any... This is whacked level, honestly. Pay for every one of their talents to have Twitter Premium. There's a few jokes I could make there, but I'm not gonna, because I don't want to get in trouble. Teehee, anyway. Doxing. Serious mode. We are deeply concerned about ongoing harassment and doxing targeting our talents. These actions include tracking personal and past accounts for posting VODs and member streams without consent, and posting private, intrusive material. Such conduct is both deeply troubling and completely unacceptable. Harassment of any kind, whether through threats, invasive messages, or targeted campaigns, has no place in our community and will not be tolerated. Disregard of talent's privacy through the distribution of personal information and media represents a significant threat to talent safety. We are prepared to take all necessary measures, including legal action, to protect our talents. Additionally, we respectfully ask fans to refrain from harassing. I don't feel like you have to respectfully ask people to not harass someone. I feel like that's one of the times where you could not respectfully ask them. Respectfully ask fans to refrain from harassing talents who create content on their personal accounts. While our talents fulfill their professional commitments, they're also entitled to pursue independent activities outside of those obligations. Harassment in these contexts not only undermines their well-being, but also damages morale and creativity. We sincerely thank our fans for their ongoing vigilance and dedication to ensuring the safety of our talents. Together, let's foster a respectful, supportive community for everyone. Now, from what I understand, I think... I mean, this is a W. It's good to see them taking a stance against this. Will it stop the harassment? Fucking no. It's the eternal issue of statements like this, right? Is that it's good to make statements like this, but also nobody that was going to fucking harass and dox a talent is going to see this fucking tweet and be like, oh my god, that's bad? No way, that's bad. I didn't know. I thought it was, oh no. Like, I mean, maybe the threat of legal will dissuade some people, which is okay. I think from what I know, there has been a little bit of harassment faced by some, like, so Idol actually has like a kind of a big W for Idol. Like, one of the things that actually, like, I'm super happy that they do is that they do just kind of let their talents do whatever the fuck they want off, as long as they're not on Idol, the Idol account, right? So talents can fucking make content completely separate from the agency and it's not a big deal, which is, I should clarify, how it fucking should be. The fact that some agencies, and I'm not going to name fucking names, have like exclusion clauses and shit where you can't go back to VTubing for like a year or 6 months after is fucking bullshit. I also don't think it'd be enforceable if it ever went to court. I think those contracts are null because you cannot, I don't think you can have that in, I don't think you can have that in a contract. I'm pretty sure, especially because, well, because the thing is, right, some agencies treat VTubers as like contractors essentially, and some agencies treat them as employees. But in both of those situations, I don't think you can just have a blanket like ban on competing. It depends on the state and what they clarify as a job in the contract. Yeah, but I think you'd still run into trouble. Like, okay, for example, if you are if you work for like a retail, like a clothing store, if you're like a cashier or something at a clothing store, I'm pretty sure, it might be an American thing, I'm pretty sure in the EU at least, you can't have a non-compete that stops you from being like a cashier anywhere else. I'm pretty sure non-competes only apply to like situations where it's like to stop poaching of talent and whatnot. So like, I think if you like work for fucking Pepsi, you can't go to work for Coke or something like that. But yeah, legality aside, it is how it should be. You should just let fucking people, like, it's so frustrating. Like, there is a certain thing of like, hey, you know, if you're in an agency, there's an expectation that you make enough content for the agency and you don't join an agency and then fuck off and just do past life stuff, right? However, most agencies should and could sort this by just having like a required number of streams a week or something, or within certain, obviously giving certain allowances to medical shit, but like, you should not, especially like, okay, it's one thing while they're working as a talent, but also like post-graduation, the fucking non-compete clauses lasting for like 6 months after the fact. Absurd, disgusting, gross. I hate it. It's trash. But thankfully, Idol doesn't have that. An Idol W is that they kind of just let their talents do whatever the fuck they want, as long as they're not, you know, as long as on their past life. But I do think that there are some people, I was going to say like in the Idol fan base, but I struggle to call them fans, who feel like the talent should only be the talents and don't like it when they do past life stuff, especially considering like past life stuff is also less bound by corpo fucking rules, like of no male collabs or no interacting with these people, no doing this kind of content, you know. The nature of past lives is that they will inevitably break immersion because they're less corpo build, right? And I think there are some weird fans that are upset about that sometimes. Honestly though, from what I've seen in general, most fans don't actually care too much what people do in their past life as long as they don't break their immersion on main. Which, I will clarify, I still think it's kind of cringe to be like, no, my idol only behaves like this, she would never do, like, that's fucking cringe, like, go touch grass, Jesus fucking Christ. But from what I've seen, most of them, it's kind of like wrestling, I think, where most people are happy as long as the immersion isn't broken in the ring. Like, I think most fucking parasocial fans are okay with it as long as it's not, as long as the immersion breaking whatnot is done not on main. So I haven't actually personally seen this harassment, but considering they put out a statement, I imagine there's probably some talents facing harassing and doxing. So do I dislike Demon Dice still operating? I don't care. I don't fucking give a shit. I genuinely, I mean, I am one of those people, like, I don't, how do I phrase this? I feel like there's two types of people in the VTubing scene, right? Both as content creators and as fans. There's the people that view the VTuber as the character, as like a persona, as like an anime character almost, and there's people that view VTubers as just the people, right? And that works for both content creators and fans, right? There's fans that like the character of the VTuber, and you know, there's some fans that wouldn't follow them to a new account if they graduated or whatever, and there's some that won't follow their past life but only care about them as they currently are, right? And there's also, you know, people that creator-wise identify their VTuber as a character, and they're playing a character and they're doing character shit, and this is their identity and this is like their thing, right? And that's why for them, when they graduate and lose like their model and stuff, it's really fucking crippling, because to them that was like a whole character that they were playing and now it's gone. To other people, the VTubing is just like, it's like a conduit, it's like a model, it's fucking, that's where I'm at. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna be honest, like if I lost this, the mod, I like the model, just to be clear, but if I like had a massive redesign tomorrow, I wouldn't really care. I don't feel attached to Penumbral as a character. I'm not playing a guy. Like, I'm not playing into it. I'm not, you know, so, and I don't, when I watch VTubers, oh fuck, never mind, now I am playing a character, hi. I'm a rabbit. When I'm watching streamers, I apply that same kind of mentality of, I don't really care for the character, I don't really care for who they're playing, I care for the person behind it. which is why I don't really watch more of those sort of corporal, parasocial, kind of talents. Not because I don't like them or anything, but it's just not the kind of content I like. I would rather sit down and watch like a Josh Strife Hayes or a Northern Lion or fuck, I don't know, like Aethel or you know, sit down and just watch a dude yap for like 8 hours playing a game, because that to me is like more entertaining or more content that I can put on the other monitor. I'm not really into the whole like I'm a demon princess. I have horns on my head, and I was casted of the underworld at age 13, and now I learn magic, and then they keep up that persona the entire stream. It's just not for me. But I mean, it's what a lot of people get into VTubing for. It's what a lot of people enjoy about VTubing. Like, there's a non-significant number of fans and creators that enjoy really fucking like the character side of VTubing. That's completely valid. It's just not for me. So what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the Paris. So there's some people that past life stuff, from what I've seen, most people don't actually care about past life stuff because it doesn't infringe on that character, right? The people that are super parasocial, the people that are super like weirdly, you know, into a character like that tend to at least be into the character, and so they don't give a shit about the past life stuff because that's not in their fantasy, that's not in their character. So as long as the immersion breaking only happens on the past life, they don't give a shit. But apparently that's not been the case entirely, because I just made this statement saying that I guess some of them are getting harassed maybe on their past life. See Meriwether's hot take on what a VTuber needs over in Blue Sky? I did not. I've seen hate for the PO having collabed with males. Yeah. I do think it's... Hey, Cookie. I do think it's definitely lesser. Like, there's people that care about male collabs that don't care if it's on past life, because, again, it doesn't break into that immersion. But also, yeah, like, you get people that are so obsessed with... Like, some people are fucking weird, man. Some people become so obsessed with the VTuber that they genuinely feel like they own the woman behind the character. And it's kind of absurd. Like, it goes beyond, like, having a person that you're a fan of, and goes into, I own this person and I get to dictate what they do in their private life, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's the thing I point out every time, right? Is like, it's called immersion for a reason, because it's fake. It's fabricated. The whole Idol shit, not Idol the company. Fuck, I hate their fucking name. Oh my god, I hate their name so much. Not Idol the company, like the Idol aesthetic, right? It's a fucking lie. It's a fabrication. It's fake. It's not how any real person ever acts. People don't act like that. They don't behave like that. You know, they don't go around in life dodging every man on the side of the street like they're playing fucking hopscotch. Like, they'll have male friends, they'll have maybe boyfriends, they'll have people that, like, that's just how people are in the real world. So the whole persona of not doing male collabs and stuff like that is a fucking... It's an act. And if you're into that act and you like it, I think you're weird, but I'm not gonna fucking, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that you can't be into it, right? But the moment you take that step forward of not just liking something, but trying to, like, claim ownership of the person and, like, saying, no, you can't do this, you must do this, because it's, like, at that point you went into the phase of being a fucking asshole. And that is where, that's where a lot of the... You saying Fuomoko don't act like they do on stream IRL? Yeah, no, weirdly not. You know Fuomoko is two grown-ass women, right? They just live their life like normal grown-ass women. Like, Fuomoko is Dora the Explorer. Now, if you like Dora the Explorer, fucking pop off, King. I ain't gonna sit and judge you. You do whatever you want. If you enjoy that content, fucking go for it, right? But you have to understand that it's a fucking fabrication, right? That's not how real people act. So... It always weirds me out when people take that step forward of not just not wanting their immersion broken on stream, but also, like, hating past life stuff. I did say this last week. I say it every week, but that's because it keeps being a fucking problem. And honestly, I mean, I was thinking about it today. It's going to keep being a problem. I don't think we can fix it. I was thinking about, I had like a little inner monologue, but I think the reason that this kind of harassment, doxing, this sort of fan base has become so prevalent is because parasocialism like this fucking spreads. Like, here's the thing. If you're an agency that starts out non-parasocial and then you get one talent that appeals to that sort of demographic, all of a sudden that demographic spreads to the entire agency, and now every girl in the agency has that expectation of them. And then they collab with people and that expectation spreads, and then you end up with this group, which is kind of where we're at in the agency VTubing scene right now, of this group of agencies all with a similar kind of audience. And the worst members, the most toxic kind of under like mentality spreads. You know, like an audience is only as good as its most toxic element sometimes. And unfortunately, what ends up happening is you end up with non-parasocial talents, non-parasocial agencies collab and interact with the rest of the agency space. They inherit that audience, right? And then all of a sudden they feel pressured of, if I step out of line, if I break immersion, I'll get hate, I'll get harassment. They've done nothing to deserve it. They've actually not done anything to entice those people, but they've ended up with them. And now they feel like, oh shit, if I step out of line, if I say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, I'm going to get harassed. I'm going to get doxxed. And so they play along with it, obviously, because they're doing what's best for them, because they don't want to get fucking doxxed. But then that encourages more of that type of audience, and then you end up in this place we're in where we have such a huge fucking parasocial audience between all the agencies. And in, like, I'm gonna say, even in those audiences, I think 90% of them are probably fine. 90% of them I probably wouldn't even classify as parasocial. I feel like we see the parasocial fans and we kind of lump everyone together, but I feel like 90% of like agency viewers probably aren't fucking like parasocial or anything. There's a lot of them in my chat. I see them speaking shit and they're fucking, well, I was gonna say perfectly normal. They're about as normal as per number of viewers can be. And then you have the 10% that is parasocial, but they're just a bit too affectionate, a bit too parasocial, a bit outside of my comfort zone, but hey, nothing against them. And then like 1%, there's like 1% that is actually like the problematic, toxic, parasocial unicorns, right? But the problem is that 1% is so fucking powerful, because you don't need 100 people to want to dox you. You don't need 1,000 people to want to harass and dox you. You just need like a few, and then immediately like you're doxed. Like a dox is a dox, and it only takes a small group of people. And so what ends up happening with these fan bases is you end up with a completely normal, fine fan base turning parasocial, inheriting those toxic parasocial people, and then all of a sudden the talent feels beholden to them because they don't want to piss off their audience, they don't want to get harassed, they don't want to get doxed, and they can feel like they're balancing on a fucking tightrope. And the easiest thing to do is to just go along with it, to play along, right? And that's how we've got to where we are, which is this weird high school vibe community of this entire agency space that feels like it's on a fucking tight string. And it feels like there's some people in the fandom that is like waiting for a single like step of the line to break immersion to like pounce. And I don't think you can fix it. I genuinely don't. I don't think it's fixable, because every agency that comes out now is going to get into this sort of realm, right? They're going to get into this sort of demographic. They're going to collab with the other agencies, and in doing so, they're going to inherit that agency fan base. And that agency fan base will come with all the issues. I don't think you can get rid of it now. Even if one agency like puts their foot down, like they still have that audience. Unless you're Liz. Liz, the ERB doesn't give a fuck, but ERB is in the rare position of being... ERB cannot give a fuck, because what the fuck are they going to do? It's also that a lot of these agencies cater a lot to it. They don't really step up most of the time, but rather feed into the parasocial market. It's easily one, if not the most profitable. It is. Well, the thing is, there are agencies that feed into it. And not just agencies, there are talents in those agencies that feed into it specifically, right? And that's what I was saying, is that even if only one agency feeds into it, or just one talent feeds into it, the rest of the agency and the rest of the community gets hit with it, because that's more people in that sphere. Which is why, you know, because I used to have a little bit of a mentality of, you know, if you farm a parasocial fan base, you have to be willing to accept the downsides of that. And I do still stand by that. I do think some people do farm parasocial viewers, and at the end of the day, you are going to end up having to deal with the bullshit that comes with parasocial viewers, right? However, there are a lot of people, and I've only really clocked into this like somewhat recently. There's a lot of talents and a lot of people that don't actually go out of their way to try and farm parasocial talents. They just kind of get them because they're associated with people who have a parasocial audience. Like they're in an agency, they interact with other agency VTubers, you know, they're in that sphere, and they just kind of inherit it. And they didn't really do anything, but once you've got it, if you don't do as they want, you will get harassed and you'll get doxxed and shit, and you end up having to kind of play along. It's kind of why it's so prevalent, and why people, it's become so far widespread recently, is because it spreads like that. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, agencies play into it as well. I mean, ultimately, especially from an agency point of view, if your goal is money, parasocialism is the way. Parasocialism is the most profitable, like, kind of viewer base you can have. If you can have a parasocial, like, if a viewer base that is 10 times smaller but is parasocial probably makes more money than one that's 10 times bigger. It's just the nature of the game, right? So it makes sense why agencies farm it, but it does come with a lot of these downsides. And I think it's a hard thing to fight. Why more agency VTubers need to step up and tell their parasocial fans to fuck themselves? I disagree. And I know that might come across as a surprise, because I'm probably one of the more outspoken anti-parasocialism agency people out there, right? However, I don't think it's fair to put the onus on the person, because it's easy to say, yeah, they should just step up and tell them to go. But you have to understand that doing that comes with the fucking consequence of doxing, harassment, you know, death threats, all that bullshit. Because people on the internet are fucking insane and will send a death threat to a woman because she doesn't want to fuck them, right? It's the nature of the internet, unfortunately. So while it is based, and I do think it's cool when streamers do step up and be like, hey, if you're this kind of parasocial fan, go fuck yourself, I don't want you here. However, I also don't think it's fair to like say that it's the fault of the streamer, because you're basically saying, yeah, you should just get doxxed and not cry about it. Like, it's a hard situation to be in. I genuinely don't know how you fix it. I don't think you can. It's probably my most hated thing about current VTubing, and it's the one thing I don't know if you can fix. It's why I prefer the Twitch space. I prefer the Twitch indie space. Summed up the experience of women in general. It does suck. There's a lot of people that put the onus on the victim of something to speak up and do it, and not understand all the kind of fucking not readily apparent consequences of that they will then have to deal with. You know, after the spotlight is off, after chat has spammed based 100 times and everybody's like, woo, yeah, after the celebrations have died down, that person now still has to deal with the harassment and the threats and everything. So it's hard. I think the only way you can do it is parasocial audience is the one spending the most during streams. They're the one buying the most merch. They're doing basically free promo for them. It's marketing. Yeah, I mean, parasocial audience is the one that, like, it is the one that will get you the most money. It is the one that will pump your numbers the most. Your parasocial viewers will show up to every fucking stream you do. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing, which is one of the hard things as a content creator, right? Is like, how do you stream different things? Like, how do you jump between games? How do you do streams consistently, you know, several times a week, maybe more, and keep an audience without them being disinterested because you've suddenly switched to a game that they don't like? If you have a parasocial audience, you don't have to fucking worry about that, because your parasocial audience will show up to every stream you do regardless of what the fuck it is, because they're there for you, not for the game. Your parasocial audience will super chat every fucking stream you do. They will sub. They will keep their memberships active. They like, they are, if your goal is money, they are the goal. That is the audience that you want. But it does also come with a lot of very dangerous consequences that you have to be prepared to deal with if you are trying to farm that audience. Parasocial for pen. Hey, shout out my parasocial fans. I know I go off on parasocialism, but you guys are the exception. I love you guys so much. Oh my god. But you know, I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem you can solve. I think it's too steeped in the culture at this point. There's too many VTubers that are actively farming parasocial content. It's become too steeped in agency VTuber culture, too steeped in like the corporal sort of sphere. I don't think you can get rid of it. I don't think there's a way out. I think the best thing you can really do is what Idol's doing here, which is trying to like stamp out the fires as they appear and like trying to suppress some of the symptoms of it, but I think you're just going to constantly have to deal with it. I mean, even Globy, who debuted with a male gen, like a male branch, like even they've had to deal with it, which like they debuted with male talents that collabed with the female talents. Like they were on paper the least parasocial agency from the get-go, but they still have to deal with that shit just by association with the agency space. And it sucks. I hate it. I don't like it. It's why I don't really interact too much with the agency space so much. Male talents do have hella parasocial fans as well. It's just that at least in the smaller agency sphere, there's less. Well, with the exception of like Avalon recently popped up, which is like for not just Avalon but First Stage in general, is probably the first like non-Niji agency I've seen that really hits like that same kind of demographic. But in general, in like the agency sphere, like FaZe, Idol, you know, AN when it was around before it died a tragic death, fucking Pixel Link, oh that V4, right? They all have a very conjoined audience almost. It's all very similar crossover spheres, and so the overall audience is hard to shake. FSP audiences cross over quite a bit with Niji from what I've seen. It's similar vibes, right? The FSP Avalon is very Luxium core, hopefully, and from what I've seen, although it's Luxium core if Niji wasn't Niji. From what I've seen, FSP's kind of fucking killing it. They're kind of doing everything right in terms of talents and promotion. The guys are doing insanely well and getting support. You know, they've had their 3D shit recently, which has gone super well. So FSP seems to be doing fucking amazing. Actually, I'm kind of supporting it. I hope they do well, or I hope they keep doing well. But yeah, no, it is actually. That's one of the things is like, it does feel like. And this is, I don't want to turn this into one of those fucking Twitter threads. Like, it's so hard being a male VTuber. Oh my god, guys, it's just so hard for me specifically. I'm just a guy, and it's so hard to get into VTubing. This scene is so discriminatory. Like, I ain't trying to do that bullshit, but it does feel like there's less of a spot. Like, it feels like most big dude VTubers I've seen tend to have a parasocial fan base. Like, I feel like parasocialism is so. Like, parasocialism is so associated with like women in terms of like audience. Like it's always like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of lonely single male guys and they're all simps and they're watching their anime girl. But honestly, from what I've seen, I've seen like in most like big male VTubers I've seen, there is a bit more of that parasocialism going on. It's kind of strange, with a few exceptions, really. But I mean. Hey Geologs, I guess Joel doesn't really have that, but Joe's kind of insane. I like Joel. Joe's probably one of my favorite all-time VTubers, and I think Joe's success is fucking mental, and I'm super happy for him. But Joel, I don't think Joel has a very parasocial fan base from what I've seen. Joel's audience is actually pretty fucking pog. But it is, I don't know. Parasocialism is weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like its prevalence in VTubing. I've always said that I'm not gonna, like, I don't want to sit here and tell people what content to make or what content they're allowed to enjoy, and I stand by that. But from a personal level, I do. If I could snap my fingers and fucking get rid of the whole unicorns, no male collab, parasocial farming bullshit, I'd probably do it. It might be unfair of me to snap an entire form of content out of existence when people are liking it, but it's so cringe. Oh, Connor though, I feel like Connor started with that fan base, but Connor effectively did the twist, right? Connor effectively did this sort of like 180 of fan bases and managed to get back to I feel like Connor's one of those people where if I had to point to someone and say that they had like a 50-50 demographic split where they weren't predominantly male or female, there was no real parasocialism going, I'd probably say Connor. I don't think Connor really has that kind of audience. I think Connor appeals to everyone now, whereas before, yeah, he definitely appealed primarily to women. He had the 93%. Also, like Iron Mouse as well. Like, obviously, Iron Mouse being a VTuber has parasocial fans. Nobody's going to deny that. But I think Iron Mouse's fan base in general is pretty fucking wholesome. I feel like Iron Mouse and Connor have a very similar fan base. And it might, you know what? It might be because of how much they've collabed together, like the overlap. Like, there's not really space for toxic parasocialism bullshit when you have continual, like, male-female collabs. Like, it kind of splits that. You kind of filter that out because you can't have the people that are way too into one side because they'll eventually leave because they're not into it. People ship them. The shipping is weird to me. I've never been a huge fan of actually shipping people, but it does also kind of show that their fan base is not super like toxically parasocial if they're willing to entertain the idea of shipping. Some would argue that the shipping is as bad and harmful as the parasocialism, which is not necessarily a far shout. But yeah, is my audience like 90% female? I don't think my audience is 90% female. I think my audience used to be, I actually can't remember. I remember I did a thing on Twitter a while ago for funny where I tweeted out the demographics and that was like 80% female, but it was just that it was the demographic from my Luxium vid, but I tweeted it out like it was my main demographic just to watch all the VTubers mauled. It was very funny. I disclosed it at the time that was what I was doing, but nobody saw. What is my, I think it's like 75-25 or like 70-30 or something like that. Because again, my content is my content, you got to remember, shows up primarily in existing VTuber fans content, which is predominantly male. Like most of the people that see my shorts and streams and whatnot are going to be people that are interested in VTubers and VTubing, which is a predominantly male space. What is my, let's look at my audience. What is my audience demographic? It is 75% male. 25% female and other. So hey, as for VTuber standards, I think that's not too bad. Still occasionally see me and Lopi getting shipped. She's fucking dead. I don't know how that'd work. I'm just fucking glad it didn't spread onto her new sonar. Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ, can you imagine? Fucking hell. One of the few female, one of the 1%, well, 25%. 1 in 4 is not bad. I've seen, considering I've seen some agency VTubers that have like 100%. There was a tweet, there was a tweet trend like last week or a couple of weeks ago, like sharing their demographics. And some agency VTubers and some like female VTubers have a 100% male demographic, which is absurd. It's just the VTubers coming. Yeah, my entire female audience is just actually VTubers themselves coming to hear me talk about VTubing. Yeah, it was Maeve had a 100% audience. People, it's kind of weird. People ship me with fucking any girl I talk to. Is the other flip side of the coin of the parasocial one, right? It's like the opposite, but still kind of bad demographic of you're either parasocial for your VTuber or you ship them with everyone. I don't actually care that much. Again, I think it boils down to like, I don't really see myself in the character of Penumbra. Like I don't have like the character of Penumbra where I'm like super tied to it, and I don't really care. So the only reason I don't like, I kind of ship Penumbra with me. What, Resnick, why did you delete that? I could finally have a partner. What the fuck? I don't mind joke shipping. I just discourage it normally because I don't want the other person to get uncomfortable because, again, I know how fucked this sphere can be. And, like, for me, it's funny, haha, because I'm a guy, and none of you guys are going to get mad if I get shipped with a girl, because all of you guys know I'm bitchless anyway. But for them, it could be problematic. I want to be shipped with other dudes. Unfortunately, I am the only straight VTuber in this sphere, so I don't know if that'd work. Just one lady with lots of accounts. I have one really, really parasocial girl that just watches me on like 500 alt accounts. That's where my audience comes from. Oh, Twitch people are about to get in ads. Say goodbye to Twitch. Actually, can you check Twitch statistics? Is there like a way to check? Is there a way to check my audience demographics on Twitch? Let's see here. Analytics. Research. Achievements. No. Demographic? No, fuck. I feel like, is there no way to check? I remember being able to look and see like a lot of my audience was from like America. Wait, is it community? No. Fuck, okay. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. Oh god, it's 11:30, that's why. Anyway, yeah, that's probably enough for the idol story. Complete with a certified penumbra rant about the state of VTubing. I wonder, like, okay, nobody do this, but yeah, I have seen people look up their demographics before. I think you meant demographics, not geographics. Unless you meant where they live, in which case maybe, yeah. I wonder if you like took every time I've went on like a 30-minute rant about VTubing from these fucking streams and like stapled them together. How long would it be? I'm genuinely curious. Was it in Discovery? Oh yeah, viewers discovery. Clip viewership tags. My viewers, views by location. Oh no, there's views by location, views by platform, and engaged viewers. 50% of my Twitch audience is from the US. If anyone's wasting so much of my life, I legit want a refund. I'm only here for VTuber news and forced to listen to these tangents. Sorry. Hey, in my defense, the short pretty much covers it. I'm just a little guy. I just be yapping. Alright? It just happens. You gotta join VOD Gang. That's what VOD Gang is. VOD Gang are the people that don't want to listen to my tangents. They wait for a couple hours after I finish and then they're like, okay, let me just go in and click through and see what the actual news is. What next? Oh yeah, just a little bit of brief news, but Cotton and Ebiko, I think, both got their channels back, which is cool. If you weren't here when we talked about it, but was it last week? I'm pretty sure it was last week. It was her and a few other people got their YouTube channels sniped, but they're back. We're 1 hour in. I think we covered 3 topics. Oh, we're an hour and a half in, and we've covered 2 topics. I'll have you know. Thank you very much. It's actually not that much. I mean, it's a pretty chill week. There's not a huge amount I have to dive into. Like, really, like we're almost done. Actually, sorry. People sat here waiting for me to get to the like news that I haven't covered in the short are now just gonna immediately click off because they're like, "What the fuck, man? You wasted an hour of my life on this shit." I'm not sorry. I'm entirely not sorry. But yeah, Cotton and Abby got their channels back. Let me timestamp this. Let me just timestamp it as like outfits, debuts, bullshit. Never change. Thank you. Thank you for enabling my terrible behavior. Let me do this, and that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah, the last timestamp was idle stuff. Aha, at 52 minutes in. It's been like 40 minutes since then. I am maybe the worst streamer ever? Question mark. Let's see. Whoa. Holy shit. I just got hit with a fucking wave of anxiety. Bro. Okay. I've been streaming for long enough that it doesn't normally hit me too much. Like I'm normally like, yeah, I'm used to this. I've been doing this for long enough, right? Bro, I just got hit by like a wave of like, there's like 180 people watching me right now. I don't like, I've been doing this for long enough that shouldn't like be like a huge like gut drop to me, but it genuinely is like I just got teleported up on stage in front of a crowd. That was weird. Oh, I'm terrified. That was, oh, bro, that was weird. It was genuinely like somebody just teleported me up in front of like a group of people and was like, hey, give a presentation. I was like, what the fuck? Don't perceive us. We're all AI bots. Oh, that makes me. That's like the streamer. You know the thing that's like just picture them in their underwear. The streamer equivalent of that is just picture them as bots. Now start singing. Don't encourage me. I sing in VC all the time. If you ever get into a VC or a call with me, I will sing forever. And everyone hates it. And all of my everyone in my Discord that I talk to in the VC, shouts at me when I sing. The only one that doesn't shout at me is fucking Lopi, but that's because I'm convinced she's recording me and waiting to just insult me. I don't sing around you. Well, yeah, because, you know, we normally talk on stream and I don't sing on stream. Because then people will clip it and then I'll get embarrassed, you know? Karaoke stream. You... Trust me, you do not want a singing stream. I'm so bad at singing. I cannot hold a fucking tune. Although, I've been singing, I don't know, do you guys like Epic, the musical? I've yapped about it a lot. They released their, Ithaca Saga. Hi, streamer name. It's me, your viewer. For months, I've created the illusion that you're streaming to a large audience, but here's the truth. All these people in chat are me. And now, for you to be convinced of this, I'll send this message from all against. I've seen that fucking... Don't you fuckers start. Don't you fuckers start this shit. I've seen this on other people's channels. Assholes. But yeah, Ithaca Saga is so fucking good. It's such a good musical. You guys should all go listen to it. But I've been singing Hold Them Down a lot, which is not a song you should sing because it's about fucking sexual assault. It's not something you want to sing in public, but I've been belting it out. It's a good fucking song. Holy shit. But yeah, I'd highly recommend go checking out Epic the musical. Very, very good musical. Shut up, you guys. I know you're not bots. You're too dumb to be bots. AI is smarter than that now. Okay. Oh yeah, so for debuts and outfits and stuff, we got some Niji stuff. We got Vesalius Bandages, who I still will never not laugh at his name. He got a new outfit. Maria had her 3D debut, which is cool. A few Niji cooks this week. UQ also got a new outfit. We got Michi's new fucking outfit, which was incredible, and it came with a big fucking guy. It came with like a big fucking plush guy. It was very cool. Isn't it? I'm at least as smart as GPT 3.5. You should call it GPA 3.5 because that's about what it'd get. Isn't that good actually? Isn't max GPA 4 in America? GPA was, I think, 7 in Australia, but we didn't really use GPA.
You know what, Penumbra?
Yo, Raymond, thank you for the super chat.
Fuck you.
Epic, the moderately successful movie by the people who made Ice Age.
I haven't thought about Ice Age in ages. Didn't he end it? Didn't Scratch finally get the nut? Poor Scratch. Thank you for the super chat. Wait, wasn't Ice Age made by Pixar? Chat, am I tripping? Wait, is Ice Age not a Pixar movie? Ice Age. Oh, it's DreamWorks. Wait. Huh. There you go. I'm terrible at animation studios. I cannot tell them apart. It was Blue Sky. Disney killed it. Oh. I'm the source tuber. Hey, I'm the source for VTuber news, not Ice Age news. I'm outside of my area of expertise. All right, leave me alone. Who's Blue Sky? Oh my god, hit tweeting platform. Blue Sky. Oh yeah, and we already talked about Ceres at the beginning, but yeah, Ceres got her 2.0 debut. I'm an expert. Listen, if I'm not an expert in VTubers at this point, I don't think anybody can claim to be. Oh my god, wait. You know what's really sad? I've probably spent more time studying VTubers or talking about VTubers than I did on my masters. I'm probably more educated on VTubers than I am on my actual fucking physics degree. Oh, where did I go wrong? Dude, if I ever try and get back into like physics and like try and get a job in the industry, I'm gonna fail any interview they have. They'll ask me about physics principles and I'll just be like, Isaac Newton graduated at a young age and then he joined vshojo. Physicist agency when? Do I need to talk to someone? I talk about VTubers. Do you think I'm good at social interaction? PhD in VTuberism. My throat is starting to hurt. I don't know why. I've not been yapping that long. It's not starting to hurt. It's starting to itch. But I don't want to like fucking deep throat myself midstream to scratch the back of my throat. So I'm kind of just sitting here dealing with it. I got that autism riz. Can you please explain to Michi how freaking magnifying glass fires work? Does she not understand? What? Should I be concerned? Michi does strike me as the kind of person to light her fucking room on fire with a magnifying glass, actually. Actually, that's entirely on brand. Michi would find a way to light her own eyeballs on fire with her glasses. Isn't Michi the one who... I think this story might not be Michi, but isn't she the one that like forced herself to wear glasses because she liked a guy and like essentially like brute forced her eyes to be bad at seeing for a guy that didn't even end up liking her in the end? You want to talk about girl failure energy? There's girl failure and then there's fucked up my own eyesight for a guy that wasn't into me girl failure. That's absurd. Listen, I've missed some shots with girls before. I've never missed shots with girls so hard that it wrapped around and shot myself in the ass. How can you... Bro, how can you have such low riz that it causes, like, self-harm? It's like, you know how in, like, D&D or shit, if a stat drops low enough, you will just straight up fucking die on the spot? I feel like Michi is, like... right on the edge of that with Riz. Michi's Riz is like just low enough that she's alive, but it is consistently doing like tick damage to her. Poor Michi. Yeah, she could have just wore fake lenses. Oh, whatever. I have glasses and I don't wear them. And I think, bro, I actually think my eyes are getting worse. I went out the other day with like my family for Christmas and I was out and I was like, I can't fucking see. I can't actually read things that are like far away. Thankfully, it's the one that like, it's the one where I can see close to me but not far away, which means for like gaming and reading, it's fine. I don't need glasses. But I noticed like I went out the other day and I was trying to read a sign and I was like, I can't fucking read shit. I can't see. The world is blurry. And that made me sad. It turns out the guy at the glasses store wasn't lying to me. And I do in fact need glasses. I kind of thought he was gaslighting me. I literally walked out of that shop with the glasses being like, oh, man, I don't need these things. My eyes are great. And then I put them on and I was like, whoa, I can fucking see. What else? Oh yeah, we got Hololive's Odyssey, the new song with guest feature from... Oh my god, who even is that? Don't throw tomatoes at me. That was funny. Fuck you. There's some humor cringe. Fuck you. So yeah, Ami appeared. I think this is her first, like... Well, I actually don't know. This might have been recorded before she left. That so it was an opportunity. That's always a possibility. But if not, this is probably be the first instance of her being like an ambassador, whatever it's called. What was it called? Affiliate? Like the first case of her appearing post-graduation, which she said she might with her thing. So it was recorded before. Callie worked on this for over a year. That makes sense. The animation and the art is honestly more than the art. The mixing fucking shook me. The audio quality on this is awesome. Very good. Would very much recommend going to listen to it. But yeah. There's that. Yeah, I should probably put on my glasses at some point. I don't actually know where they are. I should probably find them. And then what? Oh yeah, the thing in the thumbnail. The thing that I put in the title on the thumbnail. The big news. Check my nose for my glasses. I don't wear them enough for them to be on my face. Can you find your glasses without your glasses? I can still see. I just can't see far away. So unless they're like outside on the street, I'll be able to find them. So yeah, Fauna reached 1 million. I don't think she's... No, Callie's definitely reached 1 million before, right? I think Callie's at 1 million. Whereas... Yeah, no. There's the other girl. Yeah, Callie's at 2.5 million. Holy shit. Fauna subs... okay, I'm not trying to number shame because 1 million subs is still like a lot. Like, holy shit. But why was Fauna's subs lower? I thought Fauna was like one of the more popular members of Council. No. Interesting. ICCV. I guess it depends on what kind of other content she was putting out. Subs on YouTube are weird. Maybe she just didn't have that many meme moments. That's true, I guess. And it's not like, I guess... Actually, no, do you know what it is? I mean, it's music, isn't it? I just realized, because I don't think Fauna posts that much, like, songs, really. Like, she does do music occasionally, but she doesn't do that many music. So, it's probably because, you know, no, it's not like... I think she has one of the highest CCVs and highest super chat rates. Like, she was fucking killing it. I think it's probably a music thing, because like, Callie, for example, has, like, the most subs, but it's because Callie releases songs like fucking clockwork, like... And songs obviously get shit tons of views, like millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Fauna, 1 million subs, and also Fauna's dying next week. I'm sorry, chat. It's RIP. I think it's the 4th she graduates on? January 4th, so after New Year, we will lose our ooh. Get your oohs ready, chat. It's gonna be ooh time. But yeah. I realized that I've put her in the thumbnail, and I'm probably gonna have to put her in the thumbnail next week as well, because she's gonna be fucking dead. Do we know if she's going to be active on, like, PLs or anything? Or, like, what is the stance on PLs that she's had? Is she, like, encouraging people to find her, or is she... Because obviously I know who it is, but I'm not gonna promote it, but... Like, what's the stance? Is she... Because the vibe that we got when she announced her graduation was that it was a difference with the company. Like, the company was going a different direction that she wanted. So I think she's going to be active on a PL. She posted it. I think she did. Okay. She might. Hopefully. other holomems basically said to look into our PO. Okay, cool. Oh, that's good. So, I probably shouldn't outright. Should I? I never know what the taboo is like for past lives. Now, I think past life taboo is fucking stupid. Honestly, like I get it if you're if you're trying to hide the past life of a talent that's going into an agency, that makes sense because a lot of the time when people are trying to find out an agency talent's past life is to like harass them or anything, to like be like, look at what this person did in their past life, blah 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 blah. But the other way around, I've never understood, like, who fucking cares? Like, if somebody leaves, I think the information should be available to people to like follow them. I don't like the whole fucking cryptic bullshit of like wink wink. Now, like, what's the issue if somebody is moving from one account to another effectively? They're still the same fucking person. Why shouldn't people know where to go to follow them? I don't understand the taboo because I don't understand like the downside of it. If a talent doesn't want to be associated with their past life, then I wouldn't do it. Like, I think Sana said a little bit that she didn't want to be associated, which is why I've never drawn the conclusion. But I don't know why the default state everybody lands on is, hey, don't link them unless the talent says so themselves. Because it's not like that in any other field. Like in any other YouTube or, content creation space, if somebody moved to another channel or anything, there would be no taboo around it unless they specifically said not to link it. I don't understand why that taboo still exists, especially when it seems to only be used a lot of the time as a tool for agencies to limit the talent's ability to move, right? Not hololive specifically, but like with smaller agencies and whatnot, where they've had to have like the mod revotes and whatnot. Like, it feels like the taboo is only really benefiting the agency and stopping people getting to follow them outside of the agency. I also, if the person in question is okay with it, you can bring it up. You can if the person has explicitly said that they don't mind it. But the problem is a lot of time with agency VTubers, they're not allowed to explicitly say that they are cool with it because they're maybe still under NDA. So the VTuber themselves might not be able to say they're cool with it, but might still want people to follow them, as we've seen a lot of time, right? And so I don't know why the default position that the community has is, oh, don't mention it until they say it, because they can't say it. And also, I feel like the majority of people would probably want their audience to know where the fuck they're going. Like, if I was leaving an agency, I would want my audience to know where I'm going so that they can follow me. I don't know why. Especially, like, it feels like recently people are a lot more, like, anti-corpo and be like, oh, don't trust all the corpos. They might be bad. We need to be more critical. But then they're still like, oh, but don't share past lives. Because reasons. Fuck knows why. Because it's still easy information to get. And it only benefits the talent, really. I don't know. It's so weird. It's very strange. I don't understand it. But anyway, yeah. I'm tired. I'm going to go eat. I have chicken wings there I can have. And I will send you guys over to someone. Who do you guys want to raid? Any specific picks? Chicken wings. Let me see. Finding live people on YouTube. Always a fun time. Let's see. Who's live that I can raid into? I don't think any idol members are live right now. Twitch will be easier because Twitch you can just look at who I'm following. Create a KFC. Is Kiara live? Or you mean like an actual KFC? On Twitch, I'm going to send you over to... You guys want to go say hi to Siren? Siren's doing a subathon. She's playing Final Fantasy 14. I'm gonna send Twitch. I'm gonna send you over to Siren. Siren's cool. Siren. I'm gonna touch you guys over there. Anime girl Final Fantasy, which I haven't played because I started playing WoW. And YouTube, you guys are going to... Is Daisy streaming? I could raise Daisy. Daisy's cool. I will send you guys over to Daisy. Redirect. Why does Daisy not appear on the list that I was looking at? Daisy. Why is she not appearing? What the fuck? Hang on. Oh, maybe does she have raids enabled? Maybe she doesn't have raids enabled. I thought she. I swear to God, I've raided Daisy before. Have I not? Have I not raided Daisy before? Oh yeah, Daisy doesn't have raids enabled. Wait, no, she does. Does she? Why should you be fucking YouTube? I fucking hate YouTube. I hate it. Okay, she did have it enabled. It said ask Daisy for redirect privileges, and then I clicked it and it gave them to me. So I don't have to ask anyone anything. I think we're okay. All right. Twitch, you're going to send over to Siren. Enjoy, be nice, have fun. I'm going to my ending screen. YouTube, y'all are going to Daisy. Be nice, have fun. You know the drill. And thank you guys for dropping. I'll see you guys later. Bye.